Something I've learned over the past couple years is that in order to maintain your peace, you have to maintain your mystique, right? Your mystique is pretty much the aura that you carry, right? An energy that you just exuberate that only you really have control over, right? The energy that you carry that no one else carries, right? It's your energy, it's your vibe, it's your aura, right? You have a certain level of mystique about you that a lot of people cannot understand or comprehend, right? For a lot of people that are quiet, that say to themselves, that are, the loner type, you're not going to be very quick to let people in your life. You're not going to be quick to be an open book to people because you're not someone that's going to give everything away. And not everyone deserves all of your information. Not everyone deserves every bit and every part of you. So it's important to keep things to yourself. Obviously, when you get to know certain people and they prove themselves to be trustworthy, loyal, and whatnot, I'm looking at my mic just in case you're wondering why I'm looking down. But to see if it's sometimes my mic will die out and I won't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta kind of check it to see if it's still running. It's important to keep some things to yourself and not always be an open book, because that's how you maintain peace in your life. When everybody knows about your business, everybody knows every detail about your life, you got to understand, man, that's a weakness, right? When people start knowing your weaknesses, people can start to capitalize on them because they know about them. Now, it may rub people the wrong way that you're not an open book. It may rub them the wrong way that you're not always talking about yourself. For me, I can care less if people get in their feelings because you're not spilling the beans about your life, or you're not spilling the beans about what you got going on. When someone asks me, like, okay, what's new in your world? What you got going on? All I can say is, man, I'm just making shit happen. Because it's simple, it's not giving away any information. It's short, precise, to the point. I don't have to explain myself, right? And you can't get into a place where you barely know someone and you're having to explain yourself. You're explaining the moves that you're making. And I'm telling you, man, that's a waste of time. That's a giant waste of time. There are people that do not have any place in your life whatsoever, but yet they find themselves deserving to know about your life. They think they're owed to know more about you, but yet they don't really contribute to your life at all. They have no real benefit to your life. They're not serving a purpose in your life. And so I don't really got time for people that just want to know everything about you. They want to ask you questions like they're putting you through an interrogation, right? And that's not how you get to know someone, by just always ask them questions. It's okay to ask questions, but when you get to a point where you're asking every single question, like you're asking everything there is to know about someone, it starts to become a little bit of harassment, you know? It starts to be like you're trying to infiltrate into someone's privacy. You don't need, here's the thing, right? You don't need to know everything there is to know about a person, okay? Unless if she is your girlfriend, or for you women, unless, you know, you got a man, then of course you got to know everything about that, about your significant other, right? Your husband, your wife, because you're spending the rest of your life with that person. When it just comes to acquaintances, man, guess what? They can only know so much. The information that you give them should be very limited. Real talk. It should be very limited. If they're just people that you don't really know that well, you don't see each other like that, then you're not supposed to be giving away, you know, your business to those people, especially if they have nothing to do with the inner workings of your life, you know? But like I said earlier, like I learned that having mystique, like maintaining your mystique, is how you maintain peace in your life. Because when everybody knows where you live, everybody has your number and all that stuff, they have all your information, and it's like people are just hitting you up non-stop. Friends are just trying to always see you all the time. And I used to have those type of friends where they call me every single day to hang out, to chill and whatnot. And it's like they always want to be around me. And guess what? It didn't help that they were not the best of friends. They weren't exactly good friends or good people to be around. You know how you just tolerate certain people in your life because, let's be real, we tolerate people because we're lonely, right? Or we feel lonely. So we need to be around people, just anybody, without having standards. And that was me at a time when I was younger, you know, where I didn't have no standards and I was just willing to entertain anybody because I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be that kid that did not have any friends or did not have a social circle. So I was willing to be around anyone. It didn't matter if they were good for me or not, you know? As you get older, you start to have standards and you start to prioritize your peace. And that's very important as a man. When people start disrupting your peace, understand they got into a point where they have figured out, or they figured you out too much. They know too much about you, and now your mystique is gone. You know? Your mystique to that person is gone. You know? Because when you maintain your mystique, you have this wall, right? You have a line that people cannot cross. Okay? Once they cross that line, you know, they've crossed your boundaries. That's the boundary line that you have to set with people. You know? And if they cross it, you know, you can say goodbye to them. Like, real talk. Because they crossed that line they weren't supposed to. You know? So all I'm saying, man, is when it comes to your peace, you cannot let people disrupt it. Because once they disrupt your peace, you know, you're not going to feel pretty good about yourself. You know, you're going to be stressing. You're going to be, you're not going to be yourself. and you're just gonna be all over the place pretty much. So having peace is everything, and that's something that I had to prioritize. I would rather be alone than to be around people that are not loyal. I would rather be alone than to be around people that are not good people to be around. You know what I'm saying? You can't just tolerate anybody in your life. You got to have that boundary line, okay? You got to have that protective shield. You know, you got to maintain your mystique, especially in the world that we live in. You know, privacy, man, is a luxury. You know, and a lot of people don't understand that sentiment. Privacy, it's very valuable now because privacy is always being infiltrated by people. Okay? No one, no, not a lot of people today have privacy. Okay? They don't got real privacy. If you're on social media, you don't got real privacy at all. You know, if you're someone that's always active on social media, you're putting all your business out there, you're letting everyone know what's going on with your relationships and stuff. You know, you're exposing everything about yourself. Like, you have no privacy. Okay? You have no mystique about yourself. Okay? You have no control over how much information you put out to people and how much of it that you hold back. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to retain information for yourself and for your trusted circle, like the people that you really hold close to you. Okay? Not everybody can know everything about you. You know? We're not playing that game no more. You know? And guess what? People are not going to like it. You know? People are not going to like the fact that you maintain your mystique, that you're all about your peace. And guess what? Let them be mad. You know? Let them be in their feelings because they're not meant for you anyway. You know? If they were really a loyal one, if they were really your friend, man, they would understand that peace is very important. And if they can't understand that, then guess what? They're going to disrupt your peace if you allow them to. So that being said, you know, let that marinate in your mind. Thank y'all for watching. Like the video for the algorithm, and I'm out. Peace.